Hello everybody, welcome to the weekly energies. This is for the 4th to the 10th of December 2023. How are we all doing? Let's get into the energies. I'm going to just pull an overall what we can expect this week using my energy oracle. Oh, okay. One's just flew out. I'll talk through that in a moment. And then I'll go into the individual days. So guys, we are in Sagittarius season, which is a fire energy. The sun's in there till about the 21st of December. Then we're going to Capricorn. We have today a shift from a planet called Venus, which rules our love, how we receive love. She's gone into the sign of Scorpio. So we're digging deep for the next few weeks. Let's see what's going on. Overall energy for the week 4th to the 10th. Now this came out all tied up. So that speaks for itself. We are in our head about something from the past, something fearful, some illusions, some trauma, something that just doesn't feel right, and you're wanting to break free. You're wanting to break free from this energy. And this is self-limiting beliefs. Now, this can be in your external world, because your external world, in my opinion, does project what's going on internally and what you need to see and what you need to release yourself from. So this week is saying, set yourself free from something. 2 and 3 on this card adds up to 5, and 5 in numerology is about freedom, but it's also about conflict. So you can free yourself from conflict this week. Brilliant energy. Let's just delve into a few more of my energy oracle. Oh, look at this. Bottom of the deck we have victory. And for those of you that follow me and you are regulars here, you know I associate this with Venus energy. It's the abundance of the divine feminine, whether man or woman. This is having victory over something to do with love. Love within you. So I'm going to put her there. Let me just move this camera back a little bit, guys, so you can see the cards. That's better. Okay, so we have Venus here. A strong influence of Venus. And I feel like she's been a strong influence for the past couple of years, if I'm honest. And especially since that eclipse energy. And I feel like she's still showing a presence. What else do we have? Archangel Michael. He's speaking his truth. Throat chakra energy. And we also have caring connections. Venus rules caring connections. Venus rules relationships with our masculine and our feminine. And again, this is projected in out to our external world. So everybody that you come into contact, especially with especially with Venus going in to the sign of Scorpio, that's digging deep and transforming, it's trying to bring in some kind of balance. And it's shown itself this week. But remember, victorious energy here. Oh, look at this. 1 and 4 on the card is 5. Again, freedom. And I feel the energy is saying here, freedom from separateness. Now, what I mean by that is, I feel that the world, when you come into this world, we are separated. We have that separate, detached energy. I mean, you just have to go, and I'm going to get deep. You just have to, the first breath that you take is that symbol of you breaking free from that womb where you felt safe, where you've grown for the last 9 months. That mother energy, that feminine energy, where you're on your own. It's independent. Yes, I know parents look after you, hopefully. But then it's down to how they've been nurtured to care for you. And along the line, it's like a seed. Planting a seed, you have to nourish it. You have to give it the correct amount of sunlight, water. What soil is it growing in? And now I'm going to the analogy of mass production on food in our supermarkets. Oh, crikey, this is going to get deep. I don't know where this is going to take me, guys, but here goes. And I've been having this conversation with my girls, actually, my children, whereby what we think we're nourishing ourselves with is probably not what we are getting. What I mean is mass production. Again, it's that nurture, it's that quality of nutrients that you're getting from the soil, because that's how things are grown. And we are now in a very greedy society where they are charging top whack for things that are mass produced. So carrots and tomatoes, they're not seasonal anymore. So these are going to get artificially grown. And they're just, it's like a continual conveyor belt of energy, of tomatoes that just look like a tomato, but really they haven't got the sustenance, they haven't got the nutrients in there that once that they did, going back possibly when I was younger. So what I'm saying is, I'm going around the houses, but what I'm saying is that nourishment that you have been detached from through no fault of your parents, through no fault of your upbringing, no fault of society. It's just something that's not been there. It's been missing. This is where you're getting victory within some kind of love energy. And it's how you express your love, because we have the 5th chakra here. Wow, we're setting ourselves free from some old limiting beliefs this week. Okay, let's get into a little bit deeper now. I'm going to go into my tarot, as always, and see where we are all tied up and how we can set ourselves free this week. But what this is doing, again, I'm going back to this nostalgic energy. December's a very nostalgic energy, and it is about reflecting over the year, where you've been, where you've come from, what you've grown with, who you've grown with, what you've healed, what you've released. And it is about looking back, and it can be sad, but I'm also wanting to say, don't get tied up in that sadness. See it as a growth. See it as a well done. This is what you've come here to do at this time energy. Okay. This video, I feel like it could go on for a couple of hours, but I know it can't. So I'm stopping myself. Again, that's that communication. I want to be speaking more. Some of you are speaking your truth from your heart this week. Monday, what do we have? Remember, today, this is when Venus goes into Scorpio. 4 of Wands, beautiful energy. 4s are about stability. If you look at this card, it's got 4 pillars, 2 on each side, masculine and feminine. And this is a beautiful celebratory, that victorious energy I was speaking of earlier, of having that celebratory foundation, uniting that separateness within you. Remember, this energy has to come from you first and foremost. Then your external relationships will then be built on this same energetic vibration. So we have the 4 of Wands, which I love this. This is Venus in Aries. Mars and Venus, masculine and feminine. Wow, what a week. I'm going to clarify these, guys. Tuesday, what do we have? All tied up. Same energy I was pulling here. So Tuesday, we have an opportunity to set ourselves free from some old limiting beliefs. It could be to do with this Venus going into Scorpio, where are you deserving of, where are you holding yourself back because you fear. You have this deep subconscious shadow energy of fear. And now I'm going into the sacral and the root chakra, the masculine and the feminine. Trauma energy, where you always see something or someone as a threat. So it holds you back from this. It holds you back from this energy. The 4 of Wands. Something might come up on Tuesday where you're needing to set yourself free from all limiting beliefs. Now remember, this doesn't have to be love as in a physical relationship with another. This could be a passion of yours, a creative energy of yours. That's the divine feminine. Wanting to create a new project, a new job. Something's holding you back. But again, it could be in relationships. But then remember, this is a relationship you have with yourself also. Wednesday, what do we have? Wow, this is walking away from some old emotions. It's another 8. But this is an emotional energy. So remember again when I was going back to that Scorpio and Venus, and I'm talking about this, so it's obviously prominent this week, where you're just saying enough is enough. I want something better. I know I'm worthy of something better. And this guy on this card is wearing a red cloak, which is your root chakra. This is a masculine wounding, where you are on your journey. 8 is about power. We pulled 2 8s so far. You're wanting that stability, but you have gained some kind of wisdom and knowledge, or you can, from your old beliefs and that nostalgic energy that might be coming up at this time. So if anything's fear-based this week, look at it deeper. It's going to set you free. It's going to release you from this all tied up energy. Thursday, what do we have? We have the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy. We have another 5. 5 on this card. Again, freedom. So we've pulled 3 5s so far. That could be significant for those of you that like the numerology. But this Hierophant is Taurus. And I'm looking at the keys on this card, and it's got the keys and 2 men. And this is like, it's the counterpart to the High Priestess. So this is the priest. This is beliefs, belief systems. Some of you are setting yourself free from some old belief systems that no longer serve you. And again, I'm going back to that. When you are born, you don't choose your religion. You don't choose your beliefs. You are taught them. You are taught them from your parents. You are taught them from school. You are taught them from society. But there's something you are thinking, no way. And this is what you might be walking away from as well. Again, this could represent marriage as well. Some old limiting beliefs around marriage. Anything else? He's wearing that red cloak again. Again, that masculine energy, that masculine wounding. Friday. What do we have for Friday? 10 of Pentacles. 10s are about completions. Pentacles energy is earth. Pentacles energy is material energy. Touchy-feely, matter. Physical. So on Friday, there's something completing. I feel like you might be getting some kind of reward. Something's ended and you know it's ended. And finally, it's that victory energy again, going back to that. I've done it. I've healed it. I've released it. Interesting. Let's go to Saturday then. We're into the weekend. Oh. Wow. Now, just going back to the astrology. On the 6th of December, Neptune goes direct. Now, planets do a shift backwards and forwards, and the bigger planets they stay quite a long time in a retrograde motion, meaning backward. And when they're in retrograde, for those of you that don't understand or don't relate to this energy, but it simply means going back over all things that need reviewing, reflecting or releasing. Now, Neptune's been retrograde for about 6 months, could be less, but roughly for a few months at least. Neptune, actually 30th of June, I'm just looking at my notes. So yeah, 6 months, near enough. So he's going forward on the December the 6th. So what have you learned? And this is on Wednesday, so this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is Saturn in Pisces energy. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. There's something here that's been dissolving, that wants to set you free from this energy here. But you've had to learn it for your soul's evolution, for your soul's growth, for your life purpose, whatever it is that you want to link this energy to. Because you're on my channel, so I'm assuming, you should never assume, but I am assuming you are here because you're curious about your soul's growth, your evolution. You're trying to flow with life. You're inquisitive. So Wednesday, it's a big day where you are finally saying, it's done. I am now moving forward to this completion. And by Friday, there's something that is completing. that you've learnt that you're not going back. That period where Neptune's been going back over all things since June. Some things have been dissolving in your emotions, in your spiritual world, that needed to dissolve to set you free. Saturday, what do we have? Saturday, the High Priestess. So we now have counterparts. We have the High Priest, which is the Hierophant, and we have the High Priestess. This is moon energy, working with the light and the dark, working with the shadow. Trust in your intuition on Saturday. Divine feminine beliefs. This is what you're moving forward with. A newer understanding of how you receive love, how you receive your relationships, how you receive life. It's a big statement, isn't it? How you receive life. Now that you've moved away from the old restricted emotions, from the old restricted mental energy, you are wanting this. You are wanting to be victorious in this Four of Wands. This foundation. And you are prepared to release yourself and set yourself free this week. Interesting in the clarifiers for these cards, guys. Sunday. What do we have for Sunday? Three of Swords. Heartbreak, loss, sorrow. This is Saturn in Libra energy. Saturn. I wondered when he was going to show his face. Saturn is the taskmaster. Saturn is karmic energy. Saturn teaches you heartache, grief, loss and sorrow, but he transforms. Now this card is Saturn in Libra. So Libra is about relationships of all kind to do with heart. So whatever you've been through, again, you're going to gain victorious energy by learning the lessons from the heartache, trying to set yourself free from it. I'm just going to move that back a bit, guys. I want you to be able to see them. I'll put them there, actually. So Sunday's an interesting energy. The storm clouds are releasing. You have gained some victorious energy through this. Heartache, grief, loss and sorrow. Letting it go. What's at the bottom of the deck? Let's see what this one is. Letting it go. This is the Four of Pentacles. Remember, Pentacles is earth elemental. Pentacles is matter. It's our body. It's our tangible, touchy-feely things. It's money. Material world. When we hang on too tightly and keep ourselves in this energy, mentally, emotionally, it affects our physical body. It affects our physical body and it's stored and it can't move. So then that we get diseased. We get run down. We suffer ailments. Because this energy is trapped. So this week we have an opportunity to free ourselves physically. And also I'm going to pop him there. Also I'm getting with that energy is movement. Moving the energy through you. Exercise, yoga, Reiki. And it's funny, I've been looking at somatic healing. I've been drawn to that, and I just trust when I've got a few minutes and things come up, and if they draw my attention a few times, I know that I'm led down to go down. And somatic healing, which is basically exactly this. It's just storing all trauma in our physical world that needs to release, and you can physically do that by doing particular stretches, and it doesn't have to be. It can be somatic yoga, can be somatic qigong, anything that releases the energy, moves it through you. So again, if you're drawn to that, guys, check it out. Okay, let's go into the clarification. And then at the end, guys, I will pull a final card as guidance. But let's just do a quick recap on Monday to Sunday. What do we have? Monday to Sunday. What do we have? Four of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Fantastic. This is where we are turning. Again, we're not settling for anything less. We know what we want. We know that we want some kind of stability, and we've learned from this heartache, grief, loss and sorrow on Monday. It's got an opportunity to expand into our future, but we need to set ourselves free. Tuesday, we have the Knight of Swords. So we have the Eight of Swords, which is keeping ourselves trapped. There's some information, some downloads going to come in, whether this is communication from your higher self, whether this is communication from external, that just allows you to the penny to finally drop. And you think, yep. It could also be if you are reaching out to get support, or a trusted friend, counsellors, that kind of thing. Something, it's quite quick. The penny drops very quickly, and then your emotional body is allowed then to move forward. Eight of Cups. What do we have? Yeah, you're dropping some burdens that have been keeping you heavy and stuck. What do we have with the Hierophant? Ten of Pentacles. Duplicated energy. Again, ending out old beliefs that no longer serve you, completing an old cycle. We're very much in this Pluto Capricorn energy, which Capricorn is earth elemental. It's been in a long cycle for the last 15 years. We're in the final degrees of this cycle, ending out. It finally ends January 27th, I believe. It moves into the sign of Aquarius, and I can't wait for one. But we have learnt a lot. Remember, Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. Saturn is a taskmaster. You've healed through this, and you will be getting rewarded handsomely. Ten of Pentacles on Friday. What do we have? We have more air elemental. We have the King of Swords. This is detaching from your emotions, learning some hard lessons, but you putting logic in place and moving forward. Now, a side note to this energy, it could be that, I'm going to go back to that beginning when I said separation, where we're separated from our heart. We're too much in our mind, we can be separating. This is where I feel, for some of you, this is where the transformation is coming in and the completion's coming in. Friday. Saturday, the High Priestess. Four of Cups. This is Moon in Cancer energy. So this is home, children, family. Now the Moon rules Cancer. The Moon is the High Priestess. So highly intuitive energy on Saturday. But this is, I want to clarify that Four Cups, because the Four Cups, as you can see on here, it's a guy here that's just missing something emotional. Remember what I was saying about that separation? You've been trying to fill your cup, but you can't, and you might have been missing. You might have been wanting external validation, but when really the cup is within us, it's needing to be filled. Remember, we're healing from something that we never had. Heartache, grief, loss and sorrow. Something that we lacked. Something that was taken from us, or something that was never even given in the first place. Let's just clarify that Four of Cups. Yeah, you're stepping into this divine feminine fire. This is the Queen of Cups. She's confident, she's moving forward, she's got that rod in her hands, and she's taken the leap of faith. I love the energy of the Queen of Wands. She's sexy, she's that divine feminine, knowing her worth, receptive. Very receptive. This is where possibly you are needing to look at that cup that you are missing. Some divine feminine areas of your world where you've been blocked from receiving love, separated. Sunday, Three of Swords. What do we have? Oh, look at this. You can't write this. You have the King of Wands. So we have counterparts again. That's two counterparts in 1 week. Divine masculine feminine balance. These two together are the power couple. These heal together, they grow together. They're passionate, they're courageous, they're adventurous. What a beautiful energy, and it's all because you've worked through this adversity. Let's pull a final card. I'm going to pull in on the chakra energy. What chakra are we working with this week? What chakra requires healing? What chakra requires healing this week? Creativity. This is your sacral. This is your divine feminine energy, where you've had blocks in that sacral chakra. So going back to that somatic exercises, it might be that it is the areas around your sacral, your sexual organs, your hips, womb, if you're just and the masculine also, men, it's that area might be having some stiffness in your joints around that area, your hips, pelvis. This is what this energy is all about. It's healing the divine feminine trauma. 10, completion. Wow. And we have inspiration. These are beautiful divine feminine energies that are coming in. And then we have love, the heart chakra. Wow. Wow, guys. Have a fantastic week. Thank you for listening and take good care of yourselves.